This afternoon we are here as members of Parliament and Senator to echo our response on what is going on right now. We vehemently want to condemn the reprehensible use of tear gas on students from Butere Girls High School during a drama festival. This is an appalling act of state brutality and a direct assault on the values of democracy that we have fought for many years and human dignity. Excuse me, please stop. Please move from the door so that it stops closing. Yeah, or you come this side. Please come this side. Thank you. Sorry for that, but we are here to condemn the repressible use of tear gas on students from Butere Girls High School during a drama festival event. This is an appalling act of state brutality and a direct assault on values of democracy and human dignity that we have fought for a long time in this country. To unleash chemicals on innocent school girls for simply expressing artistic truth is an unforgivable violation of rights and affront to freedom of expression in this country. This act is going to be interpreted as an act of repression. It is an unprovoked attack on moral integrity of our nation. This attack occurred while the students were performing a politically charged piece, rightfully so, as a right of their expression on their conscience and engagement with the civic issues that are happening right now in this country. Instead of fostering an environment for dialogue, they were met with violence, causing panic, distress, and among these, remember these are vulnerable members of our society because they are minors. The action of the security forces to draconianly and conscientiously use tear gas on children is a violation of their basic rights and unforgivable betrayal of our shared values as a nation. We therefore call for immediate accountability. Those responsible for this disgraceful act must face justice. Silence in the face of this atrocity is a sign of complicity, and we cannot afford to remain passive when these extreme violations are happening to our children. Kenya must choose between tyranny and liberty. Finally, we stand firm in belief that the measure of our democracy lies on how we protect our children, our young people, and the productive age of this republic. We must act now to safeguard their rights and ensure that such brutality is never repeated again. I want my colleague to also continue with the statement.
Thank you. I think first of all to note that Senator Malala is an accomplished playwright, and he has been doing this for very many schools since his days in the university. And I think what we saw happening in Nakuru last night and this morning is actually the lowest that the state agencies can go to as far as violation of the different freedoms and rights that are enshrined in the Constitution is concerned. If you read Articles 32 all the way to 38, you can actually see the freedom of association, the freedom of speech, the freedom of movement for Senator Malala has been curtailed unlawfully, since last night. It's also a violation of Article 43, where he has been forcefully arrested and unlawfully detained up to this afternoon. And this is further cements the ongoing negative credentials of the government as a government that is intolerant to its critics, as a government that will go out of way, even if it means violating the rights of children to prop itself up. And to me, this is an extension of the abductions that we saw. This is an extension of the Gen Z crackdown. Now we have taken it a level lower to innocent children, to dignified members of our parliament. And I think as parliamentarians, We are here to say this must stop. Let us leave our children out of this. Let us leave our children out of our politics. Let our children express themselves. They know their rights. And it is just important that we give them an opportunity. And whoever they want to guide them to express those rights, it is within their right. If they want Senator Malala as their director, he is a Kenyan. There is nothing unlawful that he was doing. So being denied that opportunity, it just shows that this government has reached a point of intolerance that is actually unacceptable, and we call out the security agencies, we condemn this attack, and we say this must stop.
Thank you. Our Senator.
Thank you very much. I also join my colleagues here in condemning what happened in Nakuru, where children were tear gassed, and one, Senator Cleophas Malala, arrested despite having a court order. What I can say is that when President William Ruto was trying to demean those who were demonstrating in Nairobi or other parts of the country, he challenged them to bring along their children. He told them, why are you demonstrating without your children? Now the parents heard, the children heard, and the children are now speaking. And since they cannot come to the streets by their own, through the artistic means, they are now able to communicate, to talk about this government. And you know, these children should speak about this government from morning to the evening, because it is the cause of their misery. Poor education, poor sanitization, poor health, everything that would actually protect their future is being curtailed by this government. But the question we are asking is this: if lawyers can be allowed to practice law when they become politicians, if musicians can be allowed to sing when they become politicians, why curtail Malala, who is a playwright, not to write what he was doing before? Or we are telling President William Ruto, please, we know this is an extension. After harassing our children in the streets, you have now gone for them in their classrooms, which you are supposed to be building, you are supposed to be paying their teachers, but you are now harassing these children. What we are saying is that we are not going to keep quiet, and we are going to raise our voices. And very soon, if he does not desist, we are now going to tell our children, now it's for you now to speak for this country. It is your future. You know, we will hold their hands and tell them wherever they are to speak and condemn anything, anyone they see is trying to steal their future. So I join my honorable members here. And actually, on the issue of harassing Malala, we know why he's being harassed. It's because Malala is one of the people who are speaking the truth, who are fighting for accountability, who are seen as criticizing the government. If it was one person from the side of William Ruto, probably they would not have harassed him. But I want, as I conclude, to ask William Ruto one question. If you are okay when the children recite poems calling you Ankawili, if you are okay when the kids recite poems calling you Ankawili wa mikate, also be okay when they call you Ankawili wa maumivu. Be okay with that. Do not harass our children, do not harass Kenyans, and do not harass those who are criticizing you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know some of you had asked me to speak like a mother, and I will, because we have seen very serious, intentional initiative by the government to curtail the freedom of expression and the freedom of association. I believe that Senator Malala is a son and a daughter and a father of many. He went through the university. He got schooled so that he can do what he's doing. Actually, politics was an addition. Senator Malala is a professionally trained playwright, and he has all the rights to be involved in writing whatever he's trained to do. And by the way, Senator Malala did not start yesterday with Butere Girls. you all know that for the last 3 years, all the winning skits in the national drama festivals have been associated with Senator Marara. You know that. And if you don't know, we should let you know. So what is this that Marara now has done that is arcing so much that our children, our girls have to sleep the whole night in a dormitory without food, without showering? Those girls confessed on TV that they didn't sleep well, they didn't eat last night, and they didn't shower as they went to perform their popular skit. Why must we go to this extent? On behalf of parents like myself, I must call out this government for what it has become. A violator of the Constitution by which they swore to protect. You have violated the rights of those children, the rights of the playwright, the rights of teachers. You have intimidated teachers. And this is not going to be acceptable. We have seen you even throw tear gas into the bus this morning when the girls were leaving. I salute those wonderful girls who are going to be like Kadhoni wa Mushomba in future. Well done, my girls. You must express yourself. We also are a product of what we did when we were in schools. We participated in those drama festivals. I remember when I was in school, we used to have a skit we used to call the government inspector. A book, a playwright that was written by the Nikolai Gogol, the government inspector. We played that skit, and that's why we are here today. So those girls must be encouraged. They must not be suppressed, but they must be encouraged. They are doing the right thing. And I salute those girls who went on stage this morning and refused to be intimidated. And they sang the national anthem, and they walked out of the stage. Well done, my girls. Well done. Don't buy fear. This is not the regime that we bargained for, and we must call them for what they have become. Now, going forward, we are not going to allow the police to use tear gas, which they buy through our own sweat, through taxpayers' money, to intimidate our children, either in the street, in schools, or universities. And this must stop, and stop with an exclamation, because we are not going to sit pretty and watch the government take over the rights of our young Kenyans. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we did everything.
I think we have done everything. I think we don't have questions because we have told you everything.
We have done everything. Yeah.
Thank you. By that, this reminds me. Yeah. Remember, Gogo was young and Michelle and Mogo. Those days.
Yeah.
Has your security been restored?
Mine? Yes. No. But I didn't come because of my security. I came here because of the girls. Whether we do the security or not, that doesn't make anything anyway. Yeah. In fact, withdrawing just makes us stronger. It makes us have the legitimacy to continue fighting for our people. We are not going to allow them to misuse government resources in intimidating and suppressing Kenya. The right to expression is a right. Mama,